Good evening and welcome to Town of the Paw Council meeting for July 11th, 2016. Call the meeting to order. I need an adoption of agenda, please.
Moved by Councillor Rock, seconded by Councillor Morris. Be it resolved that the agenda be adopted as presented.
Any changes you want to make? Call the question. All in favor? Confirmation of minutes, item number 3.
Moved by Councillor Rock, seconded by Councillor Morris. Be it resolved that the minutes of the public hearing, regular council meeting, and committee of the whole meeting of June 27, 2016 be hereby approved, all statutory declarations having been complied with.
Any discussion? Call the question. All in favor? Okay. Citizens period. Anybody would like to make a comment? Okay, we'll move on to bylaws. 5.1, business license bylaw.
Moved by myself, second by Councillor Rock. Be it resolved that bylaw number 4552, being a bylaw of the Town of the Paw to provide for the licensing and regulation of businesses, and repeal bylaw number 4513 be read a second time. So this is basically, we're doing over our business license bylaw that we did a few months ago, 6 months ago I guess it would be, and this is just to bring it in line, or bring forward stuff for trade shows and craft shows and that sort of thing. That's the only changes we're making.
Okay, any questions? Here now, I'll call the question. All in favor? Carried. Okay, third reading.
Moved by myself, seconded by Councillor Rock. Be it resolved that bylaw number 4552 be in a bylaw of the Town of the Paw to provide for the licensing and regulation of businesses and to repeal bylaw number 4513 be read a third time and be passed.
Okay, this is a recorded vote. Councillor Gibb. Oh, sorry.
Just by way of comment on this, the basic intent of the change is to assist our community organizations when they put on events and whatnot, and to allow them to, the organizers can pay a block fee rather than the town and its employees and everybody having to go after each and every person that sets up a table at a trade show or at an event or something. So we're just trying to streamline the process.
Okay, anything else?
That's all.
Okay, Councillor Gibb.
Aye.
Councillor Forward is absent. Councillor Rock.
Aye.
Councillor Zielinski.
Aye.
Councillor Morris.
Aye.
Councillor Commodore.
Aye.
I am an aye. Carries 6-1. That's 6-0. Okay. We're on to committees. 6.2.1 maintenance director.
Moved by myself, seconded by Councillor Rock. Be it resolved that Council authorize the appointment of Mr. Benjamin Lajam to the position of Maintenance Director for the Town of the Paw as outlined in the offer of employment with the start date of April 4th, 2016.
Any discussion on this? He's been on the job for a while. We just were kind of slow in getting our paperwork done. Call the question. All in favor? Good.
Still on probation. Just kidding.
Alrighty, 6.3.1 Community Futures North Central Development.
Moved by Councillor Rock, seconded by Councillor Morris. Whereas representatives of the Community Futures North Central Development appeared before Council on 2 separate occasions with regards to Council signing a declaration of common values for the sustainable development of the Boreal in northern Manitoba, and whereas it has been identified that there is a need to plan for the sustainable development of the boreal in northern Manitoba, and whereas the town of The Pas has been invited to become an official signature to the Declaration of Common Values for the Sustainable Development of the Boreal in northern Manitoba, therefore be it resolved that Council approves the town of The Pas becoming a signature to a Declaration of Common Values for the Sustainable Development of the Boreal in northern Manitoba, and be it further resolved that Council authorize the Mayor to sign the above-mentioned declaration on behalf of the town.
Any comments?
Yes, this has been an ongoing issue, and there's been at least 2 meetings held here at OCN with representation from industries in the north, communities in the north, bands in the north. There's been a lot of discussion, and the collective group has worked together. I was able to attend, Jim was able to attend, I believe Alan attended some. We sat together with all the stakeholders in the north. The biggest concern they had is they want to be able to have input into a process as the sustainable development moves forward. There are laws, regulations, and everything that affect it, so the smoother we can work through those things and assist industry and whatnot to move forward, to assist the people that live here to have their issues heard, the better it is. This is an opportunity to have a general language with regard to how we move this forward and the goals and objectives we wish to support, and I will be speaking in favor of it, and I would hope that my fellow councillors do as well.
Anybody else? What he said. There's no point repeating it all, but what he said. It's exactly why we're doing this and being part of it.
And hopefully by signing first, maybe our fellow neighbors will sign on as well.
Okay, any other discussion? Hearing none, I'll call the question. All in favor? 6-0. 6.3.2, the PA Arts Council.
Moved by myself, seconded by Councillor Rock, whereas the PA Art Council is in the process of purchasing a portable white display board to use for promotion of programs and the programs of their members, which will be used for the sole purpose of informing the citizens of upcoming art and cultural events. And whereas they would like to display this sign near the Town of the Pas planter located where Fisher and Gordon Avenue meet. Therefore, be it resolved that Council authorize the PA Arts Council to place a portable sign near the Town of the Pas planter where Fisher and Gordon Avenue meet, and be it further resolved that they must be in compliance with the Town of the Pas zoning bylaw 4121 with regards to signage.
Okay. And that, by the way, means that it can't be there forever. It can be there for 90 days, and then they need to, if they want to keep it longer, then they have to come and make application to do that. Any other discussion on this? All in favor? Perfect. All right. 6.3.3, the PA Regional Library.
Moved by myself, seconded by Councillor Rock. Be it resolved that Council accept the auditor's financial report for the PA Regional Library for the year ending December 31st, 2015, as prepared by Collins Barrow HMA LLP.
I have no comment on it. Anybody else? Call the question. All in favor? 6-0. There's nothing more important than a financial audit, but there's nothing more snoozy than an audit. 6.3.4, payroll and accounts.
Moved by myself, second by Councillor Gibb. Resolved that Council authorize the following accounts. General checks number 17256 to 17321 in the amount of $129,276.89. Payroll period number 12 in the amount of $104,785.72.
Thank you. Any comments? Questions? Call the question. All in favor? 6.3.5, outdoor rink reallocation of funds.
Moved by myself, seconded by Councillor Gibb, whereas there was $22,000 left in the budget from the fencing of the baseball diamonds, and whereas there was no money budgeted to complete the outdoor rink. Therefore, be it resolved that council authorize the reallocation of $22,000 from the baseball diamond fence budget to be used for the outdoor rink. Self-explanatory.
Yeah, this just makes perfectly good sense. I'll call a question. All those in favor? Thought it might be. All right, 6.3.6, screened gravel tender number T08-2016.
Moved by myself, seconded by Councillor Alan Gibb, whereas an invitation to tender was sent to suppliers and advertised on the web page for the supply of delivery of 2,000 cubic yards, 3/8 and down screen gravel. And whereas there was only one tender received, which was reviewed by the municipal superintendent and the purchasing agent. Therefore, be it resolved that council accept the tender submitted by Strelinsky Contracting in amount, what?
Strokowski.
Okay, in the amount of $36,000 plus tax. Thank you, Alan.
See, useful fella.
Yeah.
Okay, any discussion on this? Here none, I'll call a question.
Gravel business.
All those in favor? So, here. All right, 6.3.7, truck box.
Moved by myself, seconded by Councillor Commodore, whereas an invitation to tender was sent to suppliers and advertised on the webpage for the supply and delivery of a gravel truck box. And whereas 5 tenders were received and reviewed by the municipal superintendent, mechanic, and purchasing agent. Therefore, be it resolved, council accept the tender submitted by Fort Garry Industries at a cost of $17,192.92, taxes included. And be it further resolved that the monies be expended from the machinery replacement reserve.
Any discussion? Here none, I'll call the question. All in favor? Good, we're carried. All right, 6.4.1, planning district.
Moved by myself, seconded by Councillor Commodore, whereas the Town of the Paw and the RM of Kelsey have been in discussion as it relates to a joint planning district. And whereas on a March 9th, 2016, Council passed a resolution whereby the town agreed to enter into discussions with the RM of Kelsey regarding the formation of a joint planning district. Therefore, be it resolved that Council appoint Mayor Scott and Councillors Zelinski and Rock to sit on a joint planning district committee with 3 members from the RM of Kelsey Council.
Thank you. This joint planning district has been like pushing cooked spaghetti uphill. It's just been really, really difficult. So this is a major hurdle that we are crossing, and I'm very happy to see it. It's going to make life a whole lot easier as we move forward. Call the question. All in favor? So. Okay. 6.4.2, disc golf.
Moved by myself, seconded by Councillor Commodore, whereas the Kelsey Recreation Commission is wanting to put up a 9-site disc golf course on town-owned property. Therefore, be it resolved that Council approve Kelsey Recreation Committee to use the land outlined on attached Appendix A for a 9-net disc golf course until such time as Council sees it fit to change the use of the land.
Barrier-free recreation. Call the question. All those in favor? Whoops, do you want to make a comment?
Yes, I was going to suggest perhaps we should consider an addition or an amendment to the motion requiring that all council members get training on this new facility and game, and we have a challenge match sometime in the future.
I'll call the question. All those in favor? I should put Andrew down for a no on that, I guess. Yeah. Excuse me. All right, let's move on then to reports. We have the minutes from the chamber meeting. Did you want to add anything to them?
No.
Margaret?
No.
Okay.
I spoke on this. I thought I emailed and it didn't, but it did go through.
Okay, Samuel Museum, we have the minutes.
The minutes are here, regrettably, I wasn't there, so I can't add to it.
All right, no meeting on the Pawn Area Justice Network Sustainable Forest. Councillor Rock?
No meeting, no report.
Okay, Community Development Corporation next week. Citizens on Patrol, Councillors Zelinski and Commodore.
We're done for the summer.
No meeting, no meeting until September now.
Okay. Lots of people talking about joining up, so that's good to see.
That's good.
Recycling Board, Councillor Commodore.
No meeting. I think we said it last time, I'm sure.
People seem to be pretty happy with the
Curbside.
curbside, unless of
there's
course
one
you don't
thing.
live in the town.
I think
Yeah.
there's been a few hiccups.
Sorry, I have to say one thing.
Yeah.
I'm a little tired tonight, just got off the plane. But the trailers are moved from the
Oh, yes.
Tourist Bureau.
Oh, yes.
But somebody still put their garbage there today, so no, don't do it.
Oh, people.
Other than that, so, no.
Good.
Yep.
Okay. KRC, Councillor Gibb.
No meeting.
Okay. TPCRC.
We don't have a meeting until September, but I will report that our Executive Director, Darcy Thompson, will be back to work beginning of August.
Perfect. Okay. Library Board, Councillor Zelinski.
No meeting.
Yeah.
No meeting until September.
Okay. Joint Committee of Council with the RM. Obviously, we hadn't met. And Kelsey School Division Committee, we didn't have a meeting. Okay. Citizen Spirit. Second opportunity. Come forward. Okay.
I'd like to say something. I know you don't know.
That's okay. No.
Please state your name, we don't know who you are.
Yeah.
Well, you're getting to know me pretty well. Name's Larry Forrester. I reside and do business at 219 Fisher Avenue. I have a couple things. I'm not quite sure who's aware of what's going on and who's not, but just to let all the rest of the councillors know that don't know. It looks like that youth center, even though it was voted against, is going in no matter what. They're setting up everything inside. They've got their drum sets and their foosball tables and their pool tables and their chairs and all their stuff being set up. And I thought council had some power. When they said no, it was no, but apparently no means yes. So it means I get to do a whole lot of things that I didn't realize I was allowed to do, because I've been told no a few times, but now I guess that means yes. The other thing is, you just mentioned about the recycle stuff. When you're reading up on stuff to do with the recycle, there's nowhere that I've found that makes provisions for any of the businesses. And one place that I noticed in particular was on Patrick Avenue. One of the health businesses, they put their recycle boxes outside. They never got picked up. The rest of the street was picked up. That was left. Now it became a problem where the neighborhood kids decided that it was time to play soccer with all the cardboard that was there, so they booted it around the neighborhood for a while.
Was the rest of the street picked up?
Hey?
Was the rest of the street picked up?
Yeah, there was nothing else on the street except the box in front of the health place.
No, because I feel like the other people,
I think he means McDonald's.
McDonald's Youth Services.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like, because I drove by there at 5 o'clock and that stuff was still on the street, so.
So when I went by, that was the only one that was on the street.
Yeah, no, I know, but they were all out at 5 o'clock and then later that evening, just the boxes were there, so I don't know.
Okay, yeah, and they were the only ones there the next day
So I
too,
don't, maybe
and
this
then they
whole
got
street
kicked
wasn't
out.
picked up, but I think.
But it was actually, somebody phoned me also and asked, what do you do if you're a business? And I said, I don't know. You put it in garbage bags and hope they take it with your garbage, I guess. I really don't know.
I don't know, it's
I thought maybe there should have been one or two trailers left in good spots so that they're not getting burnt. I mean, out at the other end of town was pretty accessible to the youth and out of the way, so it was easier to get there and burn those trailers, I guess. That's why they use that for a place to burn.
they're gonna burn down one of those recycling trailers, they're gonna do it no matter where it is. Like, it's not-
Yeah, less likely when you've got traffic continuously going by that you're gonna go and light a lighter beside it, or, you know what I mean?
For sure. Yeah, I think there's gonna be some here. hiccups with the recycling stuff, Larry, but it'll all get ironed out in the next month here, I'm sure.
Okay, I got a lot of boxes.
They'll pick it up. All
Hey,
you do is phone them up and they'll pick it up.
I was told not to put it out in the street.
Oh, no, you don't pick, no, you don't put it out in the street. You phone them, they'll come pick it up, and it's $20 to pick up, doesn't matter how much you have.
It's how much a pickup?
What?
It's how much a pickup?
$20 to pick up.
Yeah,
$20
That's a
to pick
little
up, that's
pricey.
okay.
Businesses.
Yep. And
that's
it's
what the
low.
recycling center charges,
Yeah.
okay.
And it's wonderful, because they pick everything up. Well, I have a garage, I store it in there, and you just
yeah.
phone them. Everything, there's
Yeah,
some
me, I
change.
don't have that kind of
Yeah,
storage,
there's
so
some
I can't-
changes going
I can't
on,
store
but,
it, really load in the-
You can either bring it to the recycling center, or you can bring it to, you can get them to pick it up. But there is, like Chad said, there is going to be some hiccups, because their businesses were they were picking it up and businesses were not being charged, but the way things go, you have to charge, because there's some businesses that have lots of garbage. So they started charging, and then a lot of business said, well, I'm not going to spend $20, so they took their truck, loaded their truck up, went to the recycling trailers and loaded them up. So you know what, it's 2 minutes, maybe 5 minutes south of town.
There's going to be hiccups, we'll get them.
There's going to be hiccups, it'll all work
It's the
out.
11th of July, started
I
on.
used to take a trailer
Got
load
2
and go out
weekends.
there, and they'd say, sorry, we can't take it right now, you'll have to come back. Well, no, I'm not gonna keep on going back out to the
Yeah, you can
recycling
just
place.
phone
I
them,
got a business to
Marky's
run.
really, really good. There's some
Okay.
hiccups, so.
What else do you have?
That was probably about it. I've
Yeah.
also, I don't know if this is the place, but where do I go through, once I've got a complaint form from the town office, where do I take that back?
To the town office. Bring it here.
To you?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what
You can fill it out online too, if you like.
You're over here?
Yeah, right here.
Okay, I've never seen you, I usually go up here.
Yeah. Or you can come to give it to Jen.
Okay, okay, that's what I'll do. And that's about it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Okay, we need to briefly go in camera and discuss an item, then we need to get back. Like, we got to deal with a variation order quickly because someone has to get to another meeting, so.
Be it resolved that we now do move to the in-camera portion of the council meeting with Mayor Scott and the chair to discuss matters requiring our attention.
Okay, we'll be very quick.
That's what he thinks I do, for sure.
I did that in there already.
He's getting worse.
Yeah, I already
Okay, matters arising then from the in-camera discussion, requiring action.
All right, so moved by myself, seconded by Councillor Zelinski, whereas in 2015, Chima Systems...
Go ahead, do I have to leave? Go
No,
ahead.
sit there. You don't.
You just call it declare conflict or whatever to vote. All right, so, whereas in 2015, Chima Systems Limited, Chima, commenced a statement of claim against the town over a dispute between Chima and the town concerning amounts owing by Chima for outstanding water utility charges and interest. The town filed a statement of defense to the claim. And whereas legal counsel for Chima and legal counsel for the town have discussed the possibility of settlement of the claim. And whereas the town is prepared to make an offer to settle the claim. Therefore, be it resolved that the town authorize the municipal solicitor to make an offer to settle the claim on payment by Chima Systems Limited to the town of $29,000, such payment to be made forthwith. And be it further resolved that the mayor and the town's administration are authorized to execute all documents and take the actions necessary to carry out the settlement.
Any discussion? Call the question. Comment.
No, I'm just going to say, I speak in favor of the motion to get closure on the issue and reduce the town costs going forward.
Call a question. All those in favor? You abstain?
Can I ask something, Mayor Scott?
Not really. Sorry. I could lie and say, well, I'll give it some thought, but no, I can't, sorry. All right.
Can I
motion to-
just say, I mean, really though, if you do have a question, by all means forward your question to us. Just, it's not appropriate at this time in the meeting. I don't want you to feel like you can't ask us your question ever.
Yeah, please fill out a form. I just don't want to have rules for today and no rules for tomorrow. So rules. Okay, can I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Very good. All right, we're going to move then on to
Committee.
Committee of the Whole.
2 minutes.